Had we known what we know, this pod would never exist.
No.
Okay. Our pod is a lesson in think about it.
Yeah. Take some time.
But
we're coming up on a year.
We're coming up on a
year. We released the first episode July 31st.
Okay, you know what? So we'll have to put out a birthday episode to us.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll make a cake. Maybe I'll do something.
I'll be in Scotland.
You see, she doesn't prioritize. I went to a Shabbat dinner years ago, about a married couple. They were married maybe 15 years. They had 2 kids, and they almost got divorced. And then I noticed that they were wearing rings on the wrong side of the finger. Mm-hmm. And I said, why are you wearing it on this hand, not on this hand? They said, you know what? We wanted a restart. Mm-hmm. We were getting too much like this, which is like me and you now. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I feel like we've been fine.
And with that, I offer to you, we start anew. We switch sides
for this episode.
Tell them why you
start anew.
We switch sides.
Oh, like literally on the couch?
Yes.
I like this side.
Well, let's just try to sit in each other's shoes.
Why don't we switch shoes?
No, because these are my nice shoes. Okay, I'm getting a lot of compliments. And
what are they?
Look them up.
I spilled all over myself in the car.
Look this shoe up.
Oh, Golden Goose. I've gone into their store. They have a store at Glendale, right?
Yeah, we went in. Gav and I, we had a lunch date.
I don't love it, but
those
look
brutal.
good on you.
You know what? It's one of those brands that I was sick when I heard about it. And then I decided, what if I wanted to be sick?
I got a Gucci earring.
Okay, whatever, Rachel. So, see, it's about you. People can't delight in my new shoe.
No, I'm just relating. I said I like the shoe.
It's such an obnoxious shoe that I hated, and now I'm part of the obnoxious. It's like when Trump was defined. I said, let's fucking vote now. I'm easily swayed by gangster moves. Mm-hmm. It's an issue with me. I just want to be part of the party.
Yeah.
So,
when you dance, do you jump up and down like this? Yeah.
We're going to hug. We're switching anew, symbolically and physically. Oh, wow, to be visible.
Oh, was it just a ploy so that you could be more visible?
No,
it's not.
By the way, do you need this for the questions?
You need it.
Why?
We're listening to callers in the headphones.
Are you also?
Yes.
Why don't you just listen? Okay, I'll listen.
Because you need to listen too.
And with that, how do you feel in your new spot?
It's a little bit brighter over here, and I might have glaucoma.
Chas v'shalom, God forbid.
I know.
Say it.
Chas v'shalom.
Okay, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen.
You think you understand me more now?
Yeah, I understand your mean streak, which I didn't think you had.
All right, let's start with Sharice. Sharice, no, don't vape into the mic, please. Oh. People get upset. Her sister-in-law, they do. What is going
Go ahead.
on? Her sister-in-law recently came out as polyamorous.
No.
She wants to know how to talk about it without offending her.
Talk about what?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to Sharice.
Okay, well, where is Sharice?
We're calling her Sharice. She's only available for another half hour.
Oh, good.
Sharice, if you don't answer, it's a huge issue. We'll leave a voicemail.
See, we have unreliable.
Well, that's why we have so many calls.
Sharice, you missed it.
Hey, Sharice.
You blew it.
It's Rachel and Robbie. You absolutely fucked it. We had a time frame and you blew it. And not only that, you said you're only available to noon and we accommodated you and you have not accommodated us. Thanks so much.
Fail, Sharice. Fumbled the bag.
Hang up. All right. This is going to be, I think you're going to like this next one. This is someone named S. She's an LA middle-class lesbian parent to 2 kids, and she wants to know how much money she can spend on a vintage no-date Submariner watch or a vintage Patel Calatrava and still be a decent, responsible parent.
I mean, how much money do you have?
Well, we'll have to talk to her.
Well, where is she?
We're calling her. What if none of them picked up?
Is it me?
Oh,
no,
here we go.
This is great. What's your name?
That's better. Sasha.
Hey, Sasha.
Sasha, what's going on? The Calatrava, what brand is that again?
Patek Philippe.
Yeah, it's a Patek. And then the sub, no date. Are these new or are these vintage?
No, vintage.
It's a
Is
watch?
this a gift for you, for a partner, for what?
For myself, I love watches. And
Yeah.
So does my mom.
I've got a Rolex. I've got an Air King from
I have an Air King.
82.
Yeah. Nobody likes
yeah,
the Air
from the
King.
year I
It's
was
the
born.
least
Yeah,
desired.
I know.
That's why we got it. Okay, so that's good. Is there an occasion to mark getting one of these watches?
I mean, just like making some money, I guess.
So you
Okay,
want us-
great. So how much money is in the
Can't get a
account?
word.
I mean, I'm making money. I'm like, for the first time in my
How
life,
much
I'm
you have?
41. What do I make or what do
Yeah.
I have?
Well, both.
I don't know. In the accounts, I don't know because I started doing the smart thing and putting stuff in different accounts in an emergency. I have
Give us a ballpark.
portfolio. A couple hundred?
Okay.
A couple hundred
Yeah,
thousand.
okay,
But you have
and
two
then-
kids.
Who cares about these fucking kids?
Well,
Okay.
she wants to know about the kids without being.
How old are
It's
these
true.
kids?
I gotta pay for college.
No, you
No,
don't.
you
They don't
don't.
have to go to college.
And let them take out a loan and let them do
no.
work.
Yeah, they don't have to go to college. It's such a scam. What are you talking about? Get them a computer
Really?
now.
Right, fine.
Okay, and then my question is this: how old are these kids?
One's 5, one's 16.
16.
What happened there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's right around the corner.
Okay, but
Well,
what
are
is
they
this person?
smart enough to go to a good school, or can they just stick it out at home and do something else?
Who knows?
And you don't have a partner? Why are you alone with these
I
kids?
do. I have a wife.
And what does your wife make?
She has a preschool. Not a ton.
Okay.
Wait, she
Listen,
has a
I've got
preschool?
some, but that's like retirement. That's all. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
our money. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
listen,
And
the-
it's like,
the
can I
Patek-
spend $20,000 on a watch?
No.
No, but the sub. Why would the sub cost you $20K?
No, the Patek.
You're not getting the Patek. The Patek is out.
God.
I don't even like the Patek.
To spend $20,000 on
Are
a
you
watch most
kidding me?
people won't like is
I don't like the
horrible.
Patek.
What are you the vintage Patek?
I gotta
Yeah,
look this
I'm
up.
okay without a Patek.
It's so classic.
I
It's
like
so
the
beautiful.
vintage APs. I'm not a Patek person.
Vintage
I think
Patek
it's not.
Oh, these are cool. But
Let's see.
$20,000.
Yeah. So you're
You
not
can get-
getting it.
Excuse me. There's ones that are $9 off Amazon from Casio. They look just as good. Okay.
Okay. So
Get a
wait, but
couple
this
and
is
sell
clearly
them.
a question for me.
Well, I wanted to contribute as well.
No. And by the way, these are sellable assets. These are things that appreciate in value depending what you get. Can you look up the Patek?
100%.
What was the Patek again?
Well, they have them for 10, 11. Here's the thing about a Rolex that I firmly believe. If you have to cross a border, it's like international currency, like immediate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what are you
It's like
doing?
those
What-
bars in your pocket.
What are you, Edward Snowden? You're going to Russia? What do you care? Anyway, do what you want.
Fine,
I say fuck
50%.
these kids. I say fuck the colleges. You know where I stand. College is a scam.
It's a racket.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm a
racket.
dropout.
Yeah. Look who's a dropout. Elon's a dropout. Zuckerberg's a dropout. Jobs is a dropout. There's nobody successful who stayed in school. Ellen DeGeneres a dropout. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's true.
All right, fine.
Obama.
No college funds.
Is Obama
Put
a
it in what?
dropout?
Mm-mm.
No, definitely
I was just
not.
trying to tip the scale a little.
You-
Right.
Maybe
Okay.
like a law school.
But it's finished school. And these kids
10,000.
the 16-year-old, what is he smart?
He's not great at taking tests.
Well, that's a
He
huge
okay?
issue.
Put him in a trade school. Welding pays a lot. Learn now.
No.
Okay, enjoy the new watch. Sell the old one. Patek is off.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This
Thank
is the
you.
best. 10 G's.
Thank you.
Budget.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
10
Appreciate it.
Gs.
Bye.
Bye.
What did you think of that?
Fine.
Okay, you're upset?
No, who cares about college anymore?
Yeah, I think the kids care about college.
Not
honestly.
really anymore.
All right, let's call Lil Stinky. What the hell is that? That's a food vape.
Ew, with yogurt.
Let
I
me
wasn't
see.
expecting that.
Let me see. Ooh. Did you bring that or Mo had it?
Mo had it. Brutal.
Okay, Lil Stinky cheated on her boyfriend while he was in the hospital with a hand infection. Has also cheated on him on other occasions.
Staph? What's a
Well,
hand?
we'll find out, but wants to know how to win him back. Maybe he had a hand infection because to jerk himself off because she's out cheating all the time.
Yeah, fucking call this guy.
I love seeing everyone's area codes.
Sounds autistic. Rachel, I don't want you cutting that beginning. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
You're getting really, like, that's really ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut it.
Just names. Just bleep every name. Okay. Where's Lily?
Lil Stinky. I don't know.
Let me tell you about Lil Stink and what I was going to say, and you'll listen to this after. I don't even really want to speak to you on the phone. You deserve to die alone.
Oh.
Okay, you're cheating. You don't value a relationship. You don't get this person back. You don't get this person back. If this person wants to be monogamous and you want to get AIDS, then that's what you do. Like, you don't value, you're not able to manage temptation. So you're not grown up enough to be in the very difficult pursuit of a monogamous relationship. And it's difficult and rewarding. That's the whole point of it. Nothing great is easy to have. And you have opted out of having something great because it was a little hard for you. So you're not there yet.
You hear that, Lil Stinky? But I do want to know about the boyfriend's infection because
I don't know if you gave him
cuts on
staph
my
or what. He
fingers.
should sue you.
Oh, you think it's from her?
Suddenly he's got an infection. He's at home. The hell's he doing? He works from home.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Little stink.
So she's not answering.
Yeah, you're not getting him back.
She hung up? Call back.
No, I don't want to call back.
Oh, okay.
I don't want that energy. Lil Stink, we love you as a listener, hate you as a romantic partner.
All right, let's do Harmony. Harmony's having a hard time.
Should we Harmony? Okay, after one second, you Harmony. Okay, so I'll start Harmony. You start Harmony when I point at you.
I don't know what
okay?
that means.
Because that's what a harmony is.
You want me to start singing the word harmony?
Harmony, yeah. So I'll go Harmony. When I point at you, you say
what
Harmony.
What am I supposed to sound like?
Just however you sing it, okay? Harmony.
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 Harmony. I don't think that's what harmony is.
Yes,
it's
what
about
it's
you sing at the same time.
No, it's a second delay. I'm totally right about this.
I actually don't know if that's true.
Harmony.
No, I think harmony is when you sing together at the same time, but it's different.
No, it's a second. No, it's a harmony. It's supposed to be like an echo. Go ahead.
I don't think that's true.
Look up a harmony.
I happily will. All right, Harmony's having a hard time making lesbian friends in LA because all events and hangouts she attends have a flirtatious vibe, but she's in a committed relationship. You're bored by that?
No, let's get her on the phone.
Definition of harmony: the combination of simultaneous musical notes in a chord.
See?
No. Simultaneous means they happen at the exact same time.
We're going to harmonize now.
Hello.
Hello, Harmony.
Harmony. Harmony, how hot are you? Scale 1 to 10.
How hot am I?
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself a solid 8.
Wow.
Okay.
Describe
and you find
yourself.
that these dykes
Wait,
are...
describe
yourself. Rachel's single, as you know, she's a little perverted these days.
Classic dyke. I don't know.
Well,
kind of like a little boy.
Oh, okay.
And people are flirting with you and you want friends?
No, okay, well, the dilemma. The dilemma is, I feel like in the queer community, I'm having a hard time making friends without it coming off as flirty.
Well, are you flirty?
Are you flirting?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't think
You know what? I'm going to hang up on you. You know if you're flirting or not. You're being inappropriate. You're being inappropriate, Harmony.
You sound like you're flirting with us a little.
I just think that, like, when you go out and you're out of, like, a queer event, it's hard to, like, start a conversation with someone without it, like, feeling like...
Why don't you go up to them and say,
hey,
hey, my girlfriend is a chef, and what about yours? And then you start a conversation from there.
Is your girlfriend a chef?
Was this an
Actually,
example?
yeah, a little bit.
Wait, you're kidding.
Rachel's a little
No,
prophetic.
no.
Okay, listen. What about this, Harmony? You take your girl and you go to the event together and you make other couple friends. Hear of it?
Why
Yeah.
don't- or you socialize at a swingers event.
No, you go with your girlfriend, you flirt with your girlfriend, and you make other couple friends. A lot of these queer events are set up for singles to meet. Okay? And if you're queer and you're in a relationship, you don't want some loosey-goosey queer new friend. You want a couple. If they're in your life from before, then that's great. They're grandfathered in. Those are some of the greatest friends. But then after couple, Gab and I like to find double dates. We're not just
Yeah,
having
true.
Rachel straggle along in the back seat.
No, I'm never invited. But here's a question.
Yeah.
Where are you, Robbie, where are you going to try to meet people?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because it's like, am I Xing out all of the singles then? Not going to give them a chance?
Yeah, you can't be friends with a single. What's wrong with you?
You can do Bumble for friends.
No, but like I wouldn't just be friends with some hot
Bumble's-
girl. Gab would be like,
I
"What
can't do
the
the Bumble.
No, I know. I'm kidding around. I have a cousin who does it, and it's just.
But
so
why do you
sad.
need friends, new friends?
Oh.
How old are you?
I'm 27, and I just moved to LA like a
You
year
sound
ago.
40.
No, she doesn't.
What was that?
She has
Rachel
this
likes to
richness
insult.
her
Rachel
voice.
pretends that she doesn't like
I
to
sound-
insult people to bring her up. Rachel literally harps on being young. At 32, it's over.
I'm not 32. Don't get me
So,
started on the age stuff,
Anyway,
Robbie. Don't
I'm
get me
telling you
started.
now, Harmony. Meet friends,
Yeah.
sure, slow and steady in LA. It takes 5 years.
What
but
are
you
your
don't need-
hobbies?
Hobby. Well, I play music, but that's like so straight oriented. Honestly, it's like really hard.
Just
to
stop
find,
with
like,
the
queer people who
straight,
do
not
that.
whatever.
Why
you
don't you
find
try to
couple
join
friends.
Muna? Try to join
Couple
Muna.
friends.
Just,
Okay.
just couple friends. You're in a couple. Meet other. You'll be friends with the boyish one in the couple. That's what happens. Gab and I are maybe going to go out with Chriselle and G Flip. I imagine I'll hit it off somehow with G Flip. I can't. I don't know.
I see this for you.
Why don't you invite Harmony
But
and
where-
her girlfriend to?
No, because I don't want,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Harmony
you guys are a
doesn't sound
couple.
as committed as I am. I love hardcore monogamy. This is
Yeah,
my
same.
kink. You don't. You like to go out there, flirt with fire, and borrow trouble. I do not borrow trouble into my relationship. I protect it at all costs. I'm friends with
I
other
just feel
couples.
like when
No
when you make,
loosey-goosey.
Like all friendships are like it's like flirty to even like start talking to someone these days.
You know what? I hear you.
Talk is
Thanks.
flirt now. In a secular world, you know
But
what? It
that's what it
is
feels
interesting.
like
What
when
you're
you're-
saying has validity. When I came from a more religious or conservative area, like we weren't touchy, you know? And then it's like you become more secular. Everybody's hugging to say hello. In Montreal, you're kissing. You know, there's a lot of like touch integrated into normal interaction. Whereas when I was a little kid, like nobody touched anyone. We're like, what? You know, I didn't even hug my brother. I'm like, I'm right. Bring it in. Like it was awkward. So I understand that. I will say if you're even
I don't think she's saying she's touching
a
people.
little bit looking outside your relationship, what sounds like you want to tickle a bit,
No, she's saying I don't want to be.
but she's also at the
flirtatious.
same time saying she can't help but be flirtatious.
Do you agree with
I
that?
just think it's just like inherently a part of like meeting new people.
Well,
in a
you're
city.
courting
It's like,
someone.
You gotta like
when you
go
want
out
to
on
be a
a whim.
friend, you're courting them.
Go
And
out
so-
with your girlfriend, or it's not a party. Go out with your girlfriend and meet other
Do I
couples.
need to like start like a sport or something?
No,
Yeah.
go out.
Something
If you
wholesome
want to
there?
go to one of these lesbian parties, ask your girlfriend, I want to go to this party. You want to come and flirt with me publicly. It's so fun to be together publicly, touchy. There's other people, you're accepted, and you might meet other cute couples. We love to see another cute couple.
Totally.
Or you can take a class.
No, stop. It's
I'm
fake
offering
news.
another option, Robbie.
You are not allowed to make single new friends, especially if they're attractive and if you're the boy one and they're the girl one.
Why don't you wear something that says I have a girlfriend, and then you can talk to whoever you want?
Then no one has any interest in talking to me.
Well, so there's the
If I-
problem.
There's the answer. They find it inappropriate. Why don't you?
And then when we go out and make friends together, I feel like even then it's like still flirty. A couple can be flirty together.
Sure, that's fine. I'll allow that.
Yeah. You'll.
Yeah, as long as it's in the open with your girlfriend, fine. You guys can have a nice rapport, and you can have a fun, flirty rapport to some extent, but also maybe, and that's it. But no loose goose
Or
hot girls.
what
That's
if you
done.
go out and flirt with other people, but then at home your girlfriend's wearing vibrating panties? So then you can control that.
And like listening, or
I don't
just
know,
thinking
whatever
about it?
works. Just you can get the best of both worlds. And
Do you
she's
understand my hard
consenting.
line here?
The whole
Couple
point
friends
is that I
only.
just wanted a wholesome friendship.
No, so couple friends only, no loose people friends. Period. Do you understand that?
I think I do, actually.
That is the advice. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for listening.
Thanks,
Positive
Harmony.
comments only. We adore you. We appreciate you.
Let's call Hunter. Hunter just got laid off, just turned 30, is feeling existential. Can't believe Trump got shot.
Trump moves so much. My sister Kai was like, because he moves so much. I'm like, she's totally right. I saw a shot, the bullet grazing. You can see the bullet.
I know, it's crazy.
Hello.
Hi, Hunter. How are you?
Oh my goodness, Robbie and Rachie time. I'm
Yeah.
great. How are y'all?
Good. Okay, so you lost your job. What was the job?
The job was, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I was working in Seattle.
Oh.
I was doing like support for people with their benefits and the HR stuff.
He sounds like your friend Harry.
Why?
I don't know. Okay, you were doing support and they laid you off. I mean, this company is notoriously horrific. You're only 30.
Yeah.
You have any money in the bank?
I have some money in the bank.
How much?
10,000
1,000, you said?
times 10.
10,000.
Okay,
That's
10
not
is good.
enough.
Where do you live?
Oh.
Seattle.
Seattle.
High
Okay,
cost
are
of
you
living.
looking for another job?
I am, yeah.
What's your living
I
situation?
live with my boyfriend and 2 cats.
And with the
You
boyfriend?
have to kill the cats.
No, is the
They're
boyfriend
drained financially.
is the boyfriend employed?
He is. But he's a journalist, so he doesn't make that much.
Is
well,
he worried?
why doesn't he write a story about what happened to you? And then you cash out.
There we go.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
mind that idea. Do your parents have money?
No.
Do his?
No.
Well, I'm telling you right now, look for another job. You're in a place that many people are in. You will get another job, and you might be here again in the future because of the state of the economy, and you will get good living in existentialism. Okay, I just read that famous quote that things don't get better, you get better. So that's what's going
Where
to
did
be.
you
You're
read
gonna,
that?
I don't know, something
Sounds
to
like
that
the
effect.
Toilet on the toilet bag.
And so that's it. You're going to get good. It sucks to feel existentialism and worry and
Well,
not
why
knowing.
don't we dig
But that
into
is
it?
the only thing that we get to know is that we don't get to know. And as you gain comfort in not knowing, it will prove itself to be a strength over years, especially you're only 30, as you find yourself in other times of unknown, not just professionally, but maybe in other facets of your life. So this too shall pass. You will find another job. You worked at a good company. You will find another job. You have a little bit of money in the bank. You have 3-4 months right there. And it's unfortunately a natural part of life to live in
let
these
me ask a
uncomfortable.
question.
Go ahead.
So you're having an existential crisis now. Are you thinking of changing careers, or you're like,
That's a
I
good
was
question.
unhappy, or what?
Yeah, that's a little bit of the predicament. It's a little existential because I'm like, well, I don't even really want to be doing whatever the hell I'm doing. So I'm kind of like,
Well,
Should I go
why'd
back
you
to
get
school?
into it? How did that happen?
People need jobs, Rachel. She
I'm
doesn't
just
understand.
asking.
She's from the West Village, so
It's
you
not
have to
true, of
forgive her
course.
blind spots.
You know about me. How did you get into it? It just happened?
yeah, well, so it's like my specific job is like regarding transit and like transit benefits, and I'm just trying to get people to start taking the bus and not use their cars.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean I like that, but it kind of turned into like me just being like a I mean, and there's nothing wrong with this, but like the customer care support person,
Ay,
and
ay,
it
ay.
didn't start out as that. So I'm just kind of like, well, yeah, I'm just kind of figuring out, do I even give a shit about? Oh, sorry, please. Do I even care about that? Like, do I even?
Well,
care
but
about
you do like
something?
transportation. Have you thought of reaching out to Pete Buttigieg, our Secretary of Transportation?
He's gay as well.
Oh shit! I need an intern for him. It's true.
Why don't you
I
get
have-
into transportation on the political
Why don't you
side?
become a bus driver? They make amazing
I actually
pension.
can't drive. That's
Okay.
why I'm so into transit.
Oh, I can't drive either, you know.
Okay, so I think you
Yeah.
reach out to Pete Buttigieg, reach for the stars. Reach for the stars.
Well, DM Chasten.
no,
I
DM
think-
Pete
Oh.
Buttigieg, who's the head of
No, I
transportation.
know. Do both, because I think Chasten, you know, is hanging fast and loose in his DMs. I
And I-
never see him and Pete together. And so maybe you get in through Chasten.
Yeah, find a job. Do you have passions? Is there something you're thinking
Transportation.
about doing besides transportation? What are you tickling with?
I love to laugh. And I
What?
like
Love to
tell
laugh.
jokes.
Oh,
And you love what?
I love to tell jokes.
Oh, you want to be a comedian.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
okay. So
No.
what would you do as work? You think, if not transportation?
Probably use my degree and get back into healthcare, but there's really not a lot of money in public health.
No, my aunt's in public health. She's having trouble.
What did you do in health?
In health, I was like working for a healthcare company and like went around and did like health education at like senior centers and high
Can you become a nurse?
I could.
Sounds
I mean,
horrible.
it's a lot of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of school, but it's a rewarding career. And the good news is you have no time, so you have nowhere to spend. You can't even spend the little money that you do make.
That's true.
That's always a benefit I find when they overwork you and you only have 6 hours at your house. There's nothing actually to spend money on,
Yeah.
so you don't really need a tremendous amount of money
Right. That's true.
because
No,
you're
just a
overworked
little.
and exposed to disease, which could end your life preemptively.
Why don't
and-
you become a vet?
No, stop.
Ooh.
I would say consider being a nurse. It's quite rewarding and it's very funny. You laugh a lot on the job and you cry a lot on the job, but
Why
you
are
develop
you laughing when you're a nurse?
because your friends. There's more of a
Oh.
familial
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy. Like you, it's not the kind of job that you're hitting quotas or you're competitive with each other. It's just like girl fuck. You know, it's just like a lot of commiserating.
Right.
And it gives you more of, you know, it's hard but rewarding work. And again, you don't have much time to spend the little money that you do have.
Right.
Right. And I do live in Seattle, so it is very
Grey's
great.
Anatomy. I was thinking that.
Yeah. So I would say take your time. You have a little bit of a nest egg. You have a
Yeah.
few months to be existential. And at the same time, skim jobs, see what could sound interesting, but you're in no rush. You're in an okay spot. I know it seems really tight, but you have a little bit of money. You've bought yourself a little bit of time. Think about it, Grace. And if something epiphany kind of thing happens, then see about pursuing that. But
Yeah.
but all to say, my advice is it just sucks and it's okay to suck for a while. It's okay
really
not to be
helpful.
okay. There's a song, this by Jessie J. I saw on audition maybe 10 years ago, on I want to say America's Got Talent or American Idol. Incredible. This girl was bullied her whole life, and she sang the song "It's Okay Not to Be Okay," and it's one of the greatest auditions I've ever seen. I still remember it. Simon Cowell gave her a hug.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesse, listen to that song right now. Be upset a bit. Don't try and push past. You know, it's okay for things to suck for a second. You don't know what that will yield. It might put you in a better place come next year. We don't get to know you know what I mean? We have to go through the bad to get to the good. So it's one of
Yeah.
those things. Don't give yourself extra pressure of, oh my God, this sucks. Yes, it sucks. Do something sweet for yourself today.
What do you think, Hunter?
A bath, something.
You want to get a word in?
No, I think this is great. This is exactly what I needed. It felt like a warm hug.
Oh,
it
wow.
felt like getting tucked into bed.
Yeah, denying our position in life is hard. I find that, when things are slow or things feel uncertain for me, just leaning into that. Yeah, they are uncertain. Not trying to make them certain by giving them a negative outcome or a positive outcome. You know what? The truth is we just don't know. It's like Judaism and God. I hope there is one, but the truth is we just don't know. And you have to sit in that. And that might make you stronger.
Robbie, this is actually kind of funny. I used to work for Hillel.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
I should go back.
Go back to Hillel.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah, go for a Shabbat dinner. Give yourself warm hugs, community. You have this time, and we have so little of this type of free time. We think we want more time off, but when we do have the time off, either we're laid off or whatever, it's so scary because the existentialism and the uncertainty take over instead of us saying, yeah, it's a normal part of life to be uncertain. You'll be here again one day. This is not forever, but you will get good at being uncertain and embrace it a little. And meanwhile, you can passively look for things. Your mind is opening in ways that you don't really know right now.
That's true.
Jessie J, it's okay not to be okay. Passively look for a job. See if anything outside of that box sparks your interest. Now is a time to maybe you don't have to go a completely different route, but you might find something that, maybe I can do that. My little sister, Devora, shout out to Devora. She was working in tech sales, hard job, getting, going to this company, going to that company. And she decided she had a little bit in the bank like you. And she said, you know what? I want to do social work. She had been volunteering for 6 years at the women's shelter once a week. And she was also volunteering at the crisis helpline once a week. She did like 7 to 11 on the phones. And she thought, you know what, this will probably be a pay cut, but I'll like where I'm working. And again, I'll probably be working so much to spend the money. And my sister applied to USC, and she somehow got in to the hardest social work program in the state. And she did it. She got scholarship. But she was down to the nail for a second. And she was your age. So 30 good. Feels old to you because you're 30, but it really isn't. And it just objectively isn't. But also, it's okay not to be okay. Peruse the sites, see if something sparks you. Peruse other things that you think you could do passively, but don't give yourself a hard time about it. Be kind to yourself every day. Jessie J, it's okay not to be okay.
That's perfect.
If I could, I'd give you a hug. We're rooting for you. Too Far has your fucking back. I'll tell you that much.
I got yours too.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Positive comments only.
Bye, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter.
Bye.
Wishing you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. Bye.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
I thought that was...
It was good.
Rachel doesn't have compassion.
No, I do.
Her life is nothing but a series of green lights.
This is what character slander is what it is. Okay?
No, it's nothing but a series of green lights. Did you see Alec Baldwin case dismissed? Unbelievable.
Hilaria crying in the back as well.
I love Hilaria so much. We have to get her on.
I've tried to take her yoga class before, but it always fills up too quick.
I love that. That prosecutor ought to be in jail. And that dyke who took the stand, the technician or whatever.
What happened? They had a bullet in an envelope, and so what's the problem?
They hid evidence. This is the prosecution. The prosecution works for the state, right? They defend the state's position. They're not supposed to be name calling or have any position but to expose the truth, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody's murdered, let's get to the truth. Let's find accountability. They're not supposed to think Alex an asshole. He's not. Bullets. Literally the same round of bullets that killed Helena. The two big questions in this case were who brought the live rounds in.
Yeah.
Which this exposed.
Wait, how?
Because the guy who had the bullets brought them in. They kept that.
So he can never be tried again?
No, because Alec Baldwin could have argued, his whole thing was like, he definitely thought that, yes, when you're acting, you're trying to be as realistic. You're using the gun on and off. Some people are method even.
Yeah.
Some people are completely in their character
Yeah.
between takes. It's not unusual to be method. He's not 100% method, but he was like he was definitely in the scene. And he was saying, well, somebody, the defense could have argued, had they been exposed to this evidence, which the state, both parties should have access to all evidence. It should be in a room. If you want to go look at it, anybody can look at it. Our objective is to find the truth.
Yeah.
And we all have access to the same evidence. If your side finds evidence, you have to submit it. If their side, everybody has to submit evidence. It can't be new.
Yeah.
Everybody has a chance to look at it to see, what could happen. And Alec Baldwin's defense was denied the ability to potentially say, well, here we have the guy who brought in the rounds. He's responsible. It takes a little bit the responsibility off Alec, obviously, who's saying, guys, we have to find out who brought this in. Never mind, yes, he's responsible for shooting, but he thought that they were fake. So it just dilutes his blame a little bit, his accountability.
He looked like a broken man.
Yeah, I mean, he
looks
was broken before
tired.
this. He's got 97 kids at the age of 70. I mean, it's not good.
No, I'm not sure what he's up to, but he's very funny on 30 Rock.
He's one of the funniest people ever. If you like the show Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where I actually got that line, your life is nothing but a series of green lights. Alec Baldwin says this to Jerry Seinfeld on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Your life is nothing but a series of green lights.
Wow, that's how you feel about me, huh?
Yeah, because you and Jerry grew up well, and
No,
it's
Robbie.
yeah. Okay, so you
not
have
true.
supportive parents.
You know that. And
Israeli
you don't
money.
wanna-
Like we've,
none
you
of
know.
it.
Anyway,
None
go
of
ahead.
that. So there you go. Let's call Michael, a mostly straight guy who fell in love with a woman in NYC. Apparently, she described their first date as a masterclass in flirting. We'll have to hear about that. He lives in Seattle and wants to know whether or not to move to New York for her. He moved to New York for a woman 10 years ago and it didn't work out.
I'll let you take this one. Try and give serious advice. You're always trying to be funny.
Sometimes I have
You're
to do
trying
what
to
I
be
have
funny. When
do.
you try to be funny, I find it.
Hello.
Hey, Michael.
Hi.
How are
How's it
you?
going?
It's going well. You said you're straight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mostly. I'd say mostly.
You
Yeah,
sound
I
a
know the
little
type.
gay.
Yeah, are you Jewish?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What the
Not even
hell's
a little
going
bit.
on? All right, so we have a lot of stuff on you today. Mostly straight guy. You fell in love with a woman in New York. The thing that caught my eye is you said she described the first date as a masterclass in flirting. Talk about that
That's
a little
what
bit.
she said.
Yeah, well, what do you do to flirt?
Okay, so I think the headline is like, I went to New York, I saw a play, I got a tattoo, and I fell in love on the rooftop on the 4th of July.
This
You
happened
know,
a couple weeks
and-
ago.
This was last week.
What was the play? What
Okay,
was
you're
the
not
tattoo?
moving now. This was last week. You just met her?
But they
Right.
fell in
This
love.
is what I'm saying. This is like, when do you choose to lean in? Do you?
Yeah, you
know,
lean in, but
like chase the
you do
whimsy or-
distance lean in for a good year.
1 minute. What was the play?
Fucking Christ.
The play was Oh Mary.
I
What a play.
can't. Yeah, amazing.
I have
Shout
to
out
see it.
Cole
And is
Scola.
it coming here?
No, it's in New York on Broadway. Okay. So
I
you
think
love
they
that.
just moved theaters.
Was she at the play?
Yeah. Mhm. No, she was on the rooftop.
Okay,
On a
and
friends
what
of
was the
friends
tattoo?
rooftop. The tattoo is one my friend did, and it says it's got a little wand, and it says "Back from whence y'all came."
Ay, ay, ay.
It's like a southern wizard. You
Is
know?
this your
Heard
first
of one
tattoo?
before? What?
Is it your first tattoo?
Number 4.
Okay, so okay. And then you met her on the rooftop. What happened?
We went to like friends of friends' house for. I was with my friends who like moved out of Seattle and live in New York now.
Mm-hmm.
And they were friends of friends. We were talking about like the fireworks as they were just starting to go off, and she started to mention that like do you guys want to know some sad wildlife facts? And I leaned in and was like, absolutely, because that's what my job like relates to. And then we didn't talk about that and started talking about other stuff. And I don't know.
You got good banter. Listen, you're talking to two dykes. We got no dick, and we're fucking killing in this area. We understand.
Did you have sex?
No P and V, no, but otherwise I might say yes.
So
and why
happened?
does she want you to move? What does she do?
Did
No,
she blow
nobody's talking
you?
about moving. Nobody has said you should move here, I should move there. We're just continuing the chatting, and it's so nice.
Are you FaceTiming or texting?
Texting and phone calling.
Well, when's the next visit?
That's the thing. It took me 8 years since I moved from New York, and then 8 years to like visit again, and then it was incredible.
Oh,
And
so
do I
would
go
you
back
want to
soon?
move
Do
to
I,
New York
you know?
anyway?
What?
Do you want to move to New York anyway?
I don't think so. I lived there twice.
Okay, so
I
you
tried it
can't
twice, and it
you
didn't work out
can't
for
move
me.
there. She can move to you. Where is she from?
What do you both do? Who makes more money?
I would bet that she makes more money. I do ecology stuff.
I
and
don't
she's a
like
therapist.
that.
And people, you don't like what?
That she makes more money.
Why? I think it's
That's-
really amazing.
Of course. Something gay about that to
Okay.
me, Rachel.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't sound straight. He flew to New York to see Mary.
Would she be?
Absolutely.
Would she be open to? Are you in an open situation? I mean, you're not possibly committed to one another.
There's not even. There's no commitment at all. We're just chatting and goofing around.
Has she said, "Will you move here"?
But no, nobody.
You,
has said that.
sir, are jumping the gun. Nobody's even talking about moving.
And when you moved to New York,
No.
when you moved to New York last time for a woman, what was that? You surprised her at her door, or she wanted you to move too?
We had talked about moving, and I tried once, and it didn't work out, and we broke up. And then
How soon
we
after
kept
did you break
talking,
up?
And then I went back. What?
You moved twice for her?
I moved twice. Well, and then we moved a third time to Seattle.
Oh, so now okay.
Seattle
And
is
then
so
now I'm in
depressing.
Seattle, but
How
the
do you get
relationship
through
didn't work,
it?
but the place did.
Seattle is
Do you
so
ever
depressing.
think it didn't work out because you're gay?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just
Because
wondering.
it kept being women over and over again.
I know, but
and here we are
that's.
in
Have
this
you
new
ever heard of
connection to a woman.
compet, compulsive heterosexuality?
No, I haven't. Interesting.
Look it up.
Well, what is it, Rachel? This is an educational
No, tell us.
podcast. We're under the category of education, I believe.
Or it might be compulsory heterosexuality. It's like because society says, heterosexuality is the norm, you feel like that's what you have to be doing, and so you keep doing
doesn't
it hoping
feel that.
it'll work out. I'm just suggesting it.
Is this coming from personal experience?
Yes.
This question?
He
Of
got you good.
course. I had a couple boyfriends, never worked
Of
out.
course.
So, look, don't move to New York for her. Maybe move to New York. Sounds like you love Broadway. Then maybe that's
You're not
why.
moving
I
to New
do.
York, but is Seattle not so depressing? Do you have a depression there?
It's but it's like the opposite.
You
It's
should
like
meet the
summer
guy
is
we just
depressing
talked
and winter
to.
is amazing here.
Don't you think, Robbie?
What?
The guy we just talked to, Hunter's in Seattle.
Yeah. What do
You guys should host
Oh,
a Too
interesting.
Far Pod fan club
Oh yeah, I
meetup,
like this.
and then
Also
you guys.
a straight Seattle boy or
No,
what?
he's a gay guy with a boyfriend and 2 cats.
Okay, this girl. So she's a therapist. She better come visit
Yeah.
soon. I would say this: slow and steady in this case. You have a lot of barriers. Plan your next visit before you even think about who's moving where. Calm the fuck down. You sound like a lesbian.
Well, okay, but it's also like y'all have moved back and forth out
No,
of
not
New York
for a
and back
girl
to
like
New York.
this.
No, never for a woman. I've only left because
I
of a
moved to
woman.
Toronto for a girl, and it was the best thing. But I also moved for stand-up. And actually, that girl lives in Seattle. She's depressed as all hell.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it's
That
so
happens
rainy
to a lot
there.
of people here. Okay, so it sounds like y'all both are a strong. Don't chase this. Just have
Well,
fun.
you can chase it, but without nobody's talking about moving. Have the next visit first. You've seen the bitch once.
You know what? Let me backtrack a little bit. I think you should do it.
You think I should upend?
Oh yeah, because
everything
Rachel's
outta
made
here?
great decisions. She's
You
living
know
in
what?
squalor now with rats
I think you should do it because you know what? Life is short. You could get shot by a bullet in the ear tomorrow, and you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, so you might as well. If you think this is the love of your life, why don't you sublet your apartment for 1 month in Seattle and live in New York for 1 month?
That's fine. That I agree with.
And see what happens. But you have to see her every day.
That is so much.
Okay, well, that's what you...
No, don't.
Well,
Rachel
so
has only had failed relationships. And I'm not allowed to discuss what she's doing right now with one of her exes.
I was so on board.
No, I'm not allowed to discuss, so I'm not discussing. But she has only failed relationships.
Can you believe how she's talking to me?
No, you have.
No, it's not nice, though.
Well, it's the truth. We tell the truth here. So that's it. Plan your next visit, whether it's a week, whether it's a month. I don't want to hear you talking about moving anywhere for a fucking year. Goodbye. Thank you for calling.
Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome. Bye.
We appreciate you.
Bye. Stop telling people about my life and saying it mean.
What?
I don't know. Let's do Jillian. What, you want a break?
Let's do the sun now. What's that song? Let's. What?
This is the time of the year.
Let's do the time bomb now. Okay, what do you want to do?
That is. Jillian is a lesbian who keeps sleeping with men and wants to know if she's bi.
She's straight.
She's straight.
Yeah.
Call her up. That's interesting. You think she's straight?
Yeah.
Not bi?
No, she has the opposite of the disease you just said.
What's the disease?
Like that people who are gay want to just be with straight people.
Oh, yeah. She's trying too hard, you're saying.
She's like many of the queer girls we know now with boyfriends.
Yeah.
Happy Pride. Shout out to the queer girls with the boyfriends. Happy Pride to you.
It's Bastille Day.
Field Day.
It's a Bastille Day.
What's that mean?
Don't know.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
We'll leave a
system.
voicemail.
Jillian, you're straight. Goodbye.